All right, so this is a quick video to show some updates, major updates on the Triggerscope firmware. There's two kind of things that have been done here. The first is that a script has been made that will pull out all the stream stuff needed to make the Triggerscope run kind of the way it's designed to run. The other big change is that the firmware in the Triggerscope has been modded to handle all the new ways that I've been doing this. So a couple of things just to walk through how this works. So there are some limitations on kind of how MicroManager talked to the Triggerscope, and I wanted to overcome those. And some of those are due to how I have my communication set up, but then some of them are also due to how MicroManager was built. And so what I did to solve that problem is that you open up your MDA window, and then you just run this canned script that I have. So what this will do is it'll look at all the settings, and it'll save your images for you. It'll capture all the images through the camera and everything, but it will issue all these commands the ideal way that they should be issued for the Triggerscope. So let's try that. We'll start with something simple like one time point and a couple Z slices, and we'll turn this guy off. So I have one channel here. So if we run that, get a Z stack, close that, and what happened, I went ahead and recorded these earlier on an oscilloscope and took some images, but what happened is this is what you get. So in this case, I have the yellow line is like laser power 1 for channel 1, and then the pink line is the Z slice. So the laser turns on, the Z steps up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the laser turns off. If we issue 2 channels, we run that. Okay. You'll notice that down here on the bottom are the channels because Z has priority. And then if we look two channel first, I guess I should say channel has priority, what you get is channel 1 Z sweep, channel 2 Z sweep. That's great. The other thing you can do is you can switch that. So time channel slice, and then we'll run that again. Okay, so now the Z and the channel, I think they're swapped, but basically we should get the same, we should still get 7 shots on the Z and 2 channels, but what you see on the oscilloscope is a little bit different. So now you see this. So Z is the master and channel steps. So if what you need is, co-localized indication on a specific Z slice, you can have that. And if you want just this is the whole volume, that's the most important thing, you can have that. Now, another big limitation for the way this window worked is that you couldn't do multiple time points very effectively. So I've addressed that as well. So now if I take, say, 3 shots, we'll go back and do time slice channel just because I kind of like that way. And then hit run sequence here. I'll get my image stacks. And now I have 3 time points, 2 channels, and 7 Z slices. And what that looks like here is, that's 2 channels. There we go. That's 2 channel Z first time lapse. This would actually look like, that's 2 channel Z first, 2 channel first. I know I have this somewhere. There we go. So we'll get channel 1 slice goes through, channel 2 slice goes through. We'll do that for 3 time points. And that system will repeat. So we get, time point 1 is here, time point 2 is here, time point 3 is here. Finally, the other thing that I've added is the ability to do, I have a picture of this somewhere, time series. So this is another thing that didn't work so well before. So if I want to do, 5, it doesn't really matter. I'll do 5 here, but this oscilloscope indication shows 10. So we'll do time sets, right? So this is channel 1, 2, channel 1, 2, channel 1, 2. So we'll run that. No Z. And so there we go. We got 2 channels and we got 5 time points. So all these functions are now built into the newest Triggerscope firmware, and this script that I've added will enable these functions to work right off of the MDA window. So all you got to do that's different, you load up your MDA window, and instead of hitting this acquire button, you just hit, you run this script, which I've put it in a little button, but you could run it off the script panel too. And that's it. I'll have this posted to GitHub and put an announcement on the website for anybody that wants to use it. And of course, if you have questions, contact me at austin@austinblanco.com, or you can reach me on the website.